Hi there, my name is Tom Bell, and welcome to my 5 Minute Friday video cast. If the roof blows off this loft during this, I'll probably get the most views ever, won't I? Which is a sad indictment, really, of the way we've become. So, who am I? I'm an author, I'm a consultant, I'm an educator, I'm a speaker, I'm a trainer, I'm a former NHS whistleblower, amongst many other things. This week, I'll be introducing you to a word which some of you may not be familiar with. The word of the week is agnotology, and we'll be coming on to that in a moment. But what a week it's been, eh? What a week it's been. Trump has sort of hit the planet. I think he is going to hit the planet, isn't he? That's the problem here, I think. All of a sudden, we're realizing that it's not all bad news, by the way. I've got some good news. But, what this guy is going to do in the next 4 years, if he doesn't get bumped off before then, is going to be so destructive. It's just, it's insane. What's fascinating, though, is that the people that voted for him, people accuse them of being stupid. I'm not sure they are stupid. I think he has appealed to them, and they are victims of, word of the week, agnotology. What's agnotology, I hear you say? Well, it's the deliberate production of ignorance or the deliberate hiding of information to produce a perception of the state of affairs that doesn't reflect the reality of that state of affairs. Think of it as sort of public relations for the elite, the very wealthy, the very rich, and those with an agenda. And what Trump and his ilk have succeeded in doing is creating a climate in which they know the messaging that's relevant, they know the things to say. They've got folks in the social media, let's not even mention their names, who are helping them achieve to get that message. They're helping them get that message out and achieve the spread of that message. And I think what you would really have to say is that Trump's victory wasn't a victory for Trump, which I think many people acknowledge. It was more of a failure of what you might call middle ground democracy, whatever you think of that, however little or however much you think of that. It was the failure of that sort of middle ground democracy to answer for itself, to be more transparent, to be more open, which it has had both in the US and in this country and elsewhere, decades to become. I think people are just a little bit tired, aren't they, of the same old politicians trotting the same old things out. And in that sense, you can almost see the appeal of a Trump-style person, can't you? Who says he's going to get things done regardless of what those things are. Renaming this, renaming that, changing this, changing that. I was thinking maybe this weekend actually renaming Britain. I'd welcome thoughts on what that might be. Maybe we can go back to an old name or just think of a completely new name. We're certainly going to get rid of the great because I think that's just a little bit of nonsense, isn't it? Make Britain great again. Well, it hasn't been for a long, long time, actually, if it ever was. So agnotology. Look it up, have a look at it. There's lots of great reading and writing out there about it, lots of papers on it, lots of books about it. It is not, people who don't have the same view as you, don't write them off as stupid or ignorant. People are the way they are and think the way they think for a reason, yeah, and that applies to all of us, and that we've got to look ourselves in the mirror there and say sometimes we might be wrong. Whoever we is, that look at me making lots of assumptions here. So the bishop of Washington. What if you haven't seen that? What a great short speech that was. So during President Trump's inauguration, the bishop essentially acted as someone that you would hope and expect from the church would act, but has never acted up until this point. You look at what's gone on with the church over here. The Church of England over here is too busy protecting its backside over allegations of child abuse to ever put its head above the parapet and engage in politics. And for people who say the church shouldn't get involved in politics, everything is political. Everything is political. Saying that we shouldn't discuss religion and politics in the same sentence is really just it's discounting them, it's dismissive of them, and it's not productive, I have to say. So I have notes this week, which is I'm trying to get better at doing this. There's the thing, eh? So the good news that I told you I was going to share with you, the word of the year, the word of 2024, as voted for by the children of the UK, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, who conduct this survey, is kindness. Wow, do we need that? Wow. I mean, just, that the kids have nailed it, haven't they? So let me look at the results. 61%, I believe, 61% said kindness was their chosen word of the year for 2024. Man, do we need that? And do we need them to become the next generation? Please, let's not pummel that out of them. Let's not educate that out of them with our business skills and our traditional education and our traditional ways of treading on each other's heads to get where we want to be. Let's make it so that 61% of adults say that their word of the year is kindness, but perhaps even more than 61%. Let's help those children hang on to that thing that really matters, which is kindness. That's the thing we'll be remembered for, you know. We won't be remembered on our deathbeds and on our headstones for the other things, the nonsense that goes on in life. On that note, I've exceeded my 5 minutes yet again. Please stay safe, stay sane. I know that's a big ask, isn't it? And stay solvent if you can. And, you know, if you can think of anything else to rename this weekend, then go for it. The sky's your limit. Ciao.